If a caller says you missed jury duty and an arrest warrant is coming to your phone, do not pay, do not click, and do not let the word arrest rush you into a mistake. This warning is especially important for older adults, retirees, and family members who help a parent manage calls, email, or banking. In a June 11, 2026 consumer alert, the Federal Trade Commission warned about criminals who pretend to be U.S. Marshals, local police officers, court employees, or other officials. They may know your full name or address. They may send an official-looking document, and then they demand money to stop an arrest. Here is the boundary you need to understand right away. Not every communication about jury service should be ignored. A real jury duty issue should be checked directly with the court, but a caller who threatens immediate arrest and demands payment is not giving you a normal way to resolve a court matter. Stay with me because I am going to give you 5 red flags, the exact steps to verify the claim safely, and what to do immediately if you already sent money. Before we get into the 5 warnings, subscribe and turn on notifications if you want plain English alerts about scams, Social Security, Medicare, banking, and government notices. Scam tactics change, and the safest response often depends on recognizing one detail before fear takes over. With that in mind, let us begin with the rule that should guide every decision in this situation. Courts do not demand payment by phone. Write that down if you need to. Courts do not demand phone payment. Warning number 1, the caller creates an arrest emergency. The call may begin with a serious voice and an official title. The person may claim to be a deputy, a police officer, a U.S. Marshal, or someone from the courthouse. You may be told that you failed to appear for jury duty, that a judge signed a warrant, or that officers are already preparing to arrest you. The goal is not to give you accurate legal information. The goal is to frighten you so badly that you stop thinking independently. The scammer wants the word arrest to become louder in your mind than every warning sign around it. They may also tell you not to hang up. They may say that ending the call will be treated as refusing to cooperate. They may warn that police will arrive if the connection is lost. That pressure is part of the scam. The FTC says real law enforcement officers will not call to say they are going to arrest you, and they will not threaten to arrest you if you hang up. Real law enforcement does not need to keep you trapped on a phone call while you send money. If this happens, do not argue and do not try to prove your innocence to the caller. End the call. You are allowed to stop a suspicious conversation, then verify the situation through a number you find independently. Do not call a number the caller gives you. Do not use a number printed in the text message or email. Search for the official court website, court clerk, jury office, sheriff's office, police department, or U.S. Marshal's office connected to the claim. Use an official government website or a trusted directory. Then call that official number yourself and ask whether there is any real jury duty issue associated with your name. The exact question is, I received a call claiming I missed a jury duty and that there is a warrant. Can you verify whether there is any legitimate jury service issue in my name? Do not give the suspicious caller another chance to control the conversation. Verification must happen on a separate call that you initiate. Warning number 2, an official-looking warrant arrives by text or email. This is the part that can make the scam feel much more convincing. After the phone call, the criminal may send a document that looks formal. It may include a seal, a case number, a signature, a payment amount, or personal details. It may use legal-sounding words. It may even resemble paperwork you have seen from a court, but the FTC's warning is direct. Real law enforcement will not text or email you an arrest warrant. The document can look impressive and still be fake. This is because many people were taught to respect official paperwork. A document can feel more believable than a voice on the phone. Scammers understand that. They use the appearance of authority as emotional proof. Do not open links inside the message. Do not download unexpected attachments. Do not scan a QR code. Do not call the number printed on the document, and do not assume that a seal, badge, signature, or case number makes it authentic. Preserve the message instead. Keep the text, email, phone number, caller ID information, date, time, and any payment instructions. You may need those details when you report the scam. But do not forward the suspicious attachment to friends, because that could expose someone else to a harmful link or file. The safe question is not, does this document look real? The safe question is, can the actual court or law enforcement agency confirm this through an official number I found myself? Warning number 3, The caller knows personal information. A scammer may know your name, address, age range, former address, family member's name, or local courthouse. That can make the call feel targeted and real. But personal information is not proof of government authority. Some information is available through public records, data breaches, social media, online directories, previous scams, or commercial databases. A criminal does not need access to a court system to know where you live. This is especially important for older adults who hear their correct address and think, only the government would know that. That is no longer a safe assumption. Do not confirm extra information. If the caller says, "You are John Smith at 123 Main Street, correct?" do not help them complete or update their record. Do not provide your Social Security number, Medicare number, bank account information, driver's license number, date of birth, passwords, or security codes. If you already shared sensitive information, the problem may be larger than the payment demand. You may need to change passwords, contact your financial institutions, monitor your accounts, and use the official identity theft recovery resources at identitytheft.gov. Here is a simple rule. Knowledge is not authority. A caller knowing your address does not prove the caller is a police officer, a marshal, or a court employee. Warning number 4. Payment must be made through an unusual or irreversible method. The scammer may say you can clear the warrant by paying a fine, bond, citation, court fee, or verification deposit. The name of the payment may change. The warning sign does not. Government agencies do not require you to solve an arrest threat by sending money through a payment app, cryptocurrency, gift cards, or a wire transfer service. Those payment methods are popular with scammers because the money may move quickly and can be difficult to recover. You may be told to drive to a store while staying on the phone. You may be told to buy gift cards and read the numbers aloud. You may be directed to a cryptocurrency machine. You may receive a username, phone number, wallet address, QR code, or payment app account. You may be ordered not to tell the cashier, your bank, or your family why you are making the payment. Stop immediately. A real court does not need secrecy from your family or bank. A real government agency does not tell you to lie to a cashier. A legitimate legal process does not become valid because someone gives you a short deadline and a payment code. If the caller says you must pay in the next 30 minutes, your response should not be to move faster. Your response should be to stop. Say nothing more than, "I will verify this directly with the court," then hang up. Warning number 5. The caller tries to block independent verification. Scammers know that their story can collapse when you call the real court, police department, or family member. That is why they may insist you remain on the line. They may claim the case is confidential. They may warn you not to contact an attorney. They may say your bank is involved. They may transfer you to another person who pretends to be a supervisor, judge, clerk, or payment officer. Multiple voices do not make the call legitimate. A fake department can have several fake employees. Caller ID is not proof either. A number may appear to come from a local police department or government office, even when the call came from somewhere else. So do not press redial and assume you are reaching the real agency. Find the official number independently and make a new call. Those are the 5 warning signs. At this point, take a breath. The threat is designed to make every minute feel dangerous, but slowing down is what protects you. You do not need to solve the caller's story while the caller is still controlling the conversation. Use this response plan in 3 parts. First, break contact, end the suspicious call. Do not stay connected while you search, and do not let the caller listen while you speak to your bank, spouse, child, or court clerk. Do not click, download, scan, or pay. Leave the message intact for reporting, but do not interact with its links or attachments. Second, verify independently. Find the court clerk, jury office, local law enforcement agency, or U.S. Marshals office through an official government website. Do not use contact information supplied by the person making the threat. When you reach the real office, say, "I received a threat claiming I missed jury duty. Is there any legitimate notice or jury service issue in my name?" If there is a real administrative issue, ask what the official process is. Do not assume the caller's process is real. Third, preserve and report what happened. Save the phone number shown on caller ID, the callback number, the date and time, the text or email, and the payment instructions. Report the scam to the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. You can also report the impersonation attempt to the real agency the criminal claimed to represent. Now let us deal with the 3 doubts that most often keep people on the line. The first doubt is, what if I really did miss jury duty? Do not decide that question from a threatening call. Verify it with the actual court. A legitimate concern can be handled through a legitimate contact. You are not ignoring the justice system. You are refusing to send money to an unverified stranger. The next doubt is, what if the caller knows my address? Even if the caller has personal information, that does not make the caller real. Treat that knowledge as a reason to protect more information, not as a reason to trust the person. And the third doubt is, what if caller ID shows a police department or government office? Caller ID can be manipulated. Call the department using a number you independently obtain. Do not trust the displayed number, a callback number in the message, or a link the caller sent. If you stopped before sending money, that is exactly what these warning signs are meant to help you do. But if you already paid, the priority changes from verification to damage control. Act quickly. Do not wait because you feel embarrassed. Scammers rely on shame to buy themselves more time. The next move depends on how you paid, so start with the payment method you used. If you paid by credit card or debit card, contact the card issuer or bank, report the charge as fraudulent, and ask whether it can be reversed. If money was transferred from your bank account, call your bank's fraud department immediately and ask whether the transfer can be stopped or reversed. If you used a payment app, report the transaction to the company behind the app. If the app was linked to a bank card or bank account, report it to that financial institution as well. If you used a gift card, contact the company that issued the card. Keep the card and receipt. Tell the company the card was used in a scam and ask whether any funds can be recovered. If you sent a wire transfer, contact the wire transfer company or your bank immediately and ask whether the transfer can be reversed. If you paid with cryptocurrency, recovery is often difficult, but you should still contact the company or exchange used to send the payment and report the fraudulent transaction. Then report the scam to the FTC. If you shared your Social Security number, passwords, bank information, or other sensitive data, take identity protection steps immediately. Change reuse passwords, contact affected institutions, and check identitytheft.gov for a recovery plan. Be careful about a second scam, too. After someone loses money, another criminal may promise to recover it for an upfront fee. Do not pay a stranger who contacts you and claims they can guarantee recovery. Before we finish, focus on the pattern rather than trying to memorize every line of the scam. It starts with fear, adds the appearance of authority, and then isolates you from anyone who might question the payment. The document, personal details, caller ID, and official title are there to support one objective: getting money before you verify the story. Once you recognize that sequence, the caller loses much of the power the threat was meant to create. The response can stay simple: stop the conversation, contact the real court or agency through a number you find yourself, and protect the evidence instead of protecting the caller's secrecy. Courts do not demand phone payment, and real law enforcement will not text or email you an arrest warrant. If you help a parent, spouse, neighbor, or older relative manage phone calls and bills, agree on a family rule before a frightening call happens. Nobody sends urgent money alone. Hang up, call someone you trust, and verify through an official number. Fear is strongest when a person feels isolated, so the family plan matters just as much as the warning signs. In the comments, tell me whether you have received a fake court, police, jury duty, or arrest message. Do not post your address, phone number, court document, bank details, social security number, or any other private information. And do not trust people in the comments who offer paid recovery services, grants, investments, or guaranteed help. Subscribe for more plain English scam and senior money alerts, and share this video with someone who might believe an official-looking warrant on a phone screen. One warning shared before the call can prevent a rushed payment after it.